of all, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Yahweh being the true name of the Heavenly Father, who the world and he calls God. And his only begotten Son's name is Yahweh Shai. That is, of course, is in the Paleo Hebrew. All right. It's not Jesus. It's not Christ. All right. It's not Jah. It's Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Yahweh in the name of his Son, Yahweh Shai. All right. Of course, I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who rule well. And peace and salutation to the sincere Akim that's pushing his truth, pulling down the strongholds in which the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, has cast upon the whole world, most especially upon the children of Yasha'Allah of Israel, all right, which are the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? Thus said the scriptures, okay? All right, right now, currently, so I didn't introduce myself. Brother Mafpa from Great Millstone Plain Tables Camp, here in Philadelphia, PA, and Great Babylon. All right, this is off of rtnews.com. This is a article that says Da Vinci painting breaks all art auction records, fetching over 45 or 400 450 million Slakia. All right. So this painting, which Leonardo da Vinci, which was one of the Renaissance artists who painted the image of what they say is Christ, which is a false image, because the Lord actually is a dark-skinned man, all right, who sprang out of Judah, and that's what the scriptures say. All right, the Lord was not a heathen and had pale face. All right, he didn't have hair like this and have no beard like this image that you see here. All right, and most certainly wasn't wearing this garment in which this painting depicts what they call the Son of Man, which this is an idol. All right, this is Cesare Borgia and such. All right, this is the devil. All right, which the word devil is means deceiver. All right, diablos. All right, I believe that coming back into the might be the Latin if I'm not mistaken. But going on, I'm gonna read the article. All right, this is going to be, of course, very quick because we know here at Great Millstone what the Lord looks like, but this is, of course, could be for edification purposes for any new brothers that don't know. All right, any of the hopeful elect, all right, which Yahweh Shem Yahushai has his men of the Lord out here prophesying, which means to speak before, all right, telling the truth, all right, Amath, all right, in the Hebrew, the truth of the scriptures, all right, breaking down the strongholds that the devil, the so-called white man, has set. Okay, all right, so it reads on. It says a painting by Renaissance, which the word Renaissance means rebirth, so-called white man coming back into power, right? You know, of course, go and read, of course, Revelations, 20th chapter. All right, I'm gonna keep going for the sake of time. It says a painting by Renaissance master Leonardo da Vinci was sold by Christie's auction house for more than 450 million on Wednesday, setting a world record for an auction work of art. Which this is you know, the so-called white man clearly commits acts of or commits what you say blasphemy. All right, you know, blasphemy. You know, they which when you go, of course, into that, you're dealing with slander. All right, which we'll get the scriptures first, but you know, the so-called white man is speaks contrary to everything in the scriptures. All right, which the scriptures Yahweh Shem Yahushai is pure. All right, Everything in the scriptures is pure, and it's not profane. And the so-called white man profanes, everything. All right, they're perverse. All right, they go into the ways, of course, of wickedness. All right. So let's start to get into some of these scriptures. All right. So I'll start at Romans 14. Romans 15:4, it reads, "For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope." Okay. So the things, of course, that were written in the scriptures, all right, which is the truth, all right? Everything is in the scriptures, all right? The scriptures are prophetic, all right? The Lord himself, Yahweh Shai, he is came in the volume of the book, all right? It's written of him, okay? And what you gonna learn is that these devils, they go contrary to everything in the scriptures, So let's continue on. I'm gonna go into the article back again, and then Abaratazah, Yahweh willing, I'll go into more precepts as they pop up and such. I have, of course, a game or I have scriptures already written down. So it goes on. It says the painting called Salvator Mundi, our Savior of the world, which this is nothing but an idol. All right, this is a pale-faced devil. All right, a so-called white man, Cesare Borgia, the sixth pope of Rome. All right, do your research. All right, his son is Cesare Borgia, Rodrigo Borgia. All right, which the pope means father. All right, so his son is painted in, of course, the you say the image, which they paint it in their own image, all right, not in the true images, all right, because of course for the sake of time, I'm just gonna go and quote some scriptures and such. Job 9:24 reads, "For the earth is given unto the hand of the wicked; he covered the faces of the judges thereof." All right, if not, who is he? All right, and of course, when the earth was given unto the devil, Esau, all right, which is so-called white man, that's their forefathers. All right, they go back to the biblical Edomites. All right, Esau, their forefather. All right, Ashashua in the Hebrew, which means waste away is he. Adawam in the Hebrew, Edom, which means red. All right, and that's exactly what they are. All right, and when they came into power, of course, they took down the images, the dark images, and put their own images up. All right, which you could go into this is Maccabees 3:48. I'll try to get that real quick. All right, so like here for the outside or you say the existing noise in the background, if it does come up in on the video, I mean, I try to get this working, but the devil, he tries, of course, to distract, all right, to bring and defile, the men of the work of the men of the Lord out here, all right. We try, of course, we try to do our best to do this work, all right. And there's all types of course, demonic forces, which the devil's spiritual demon, all right. Um, he places, he has a strong delusion casted on his own on 2/3 of our people, which 2/3 of our people will be destroyed. All right, because they don't, of course, hearken on the Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. They don't, of course, assist the prophets of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right, that's why they're going to be destroyed. All right, they have no respect for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. They're going to be clearly destroyed. It's going to be a wonderful and glorious time when they be destroyed, because quite frankly, they have no respect or regard for the Lord, nor the men that actually are doing the work. All right, they're of course engaged in all matters of folly. All right, I'm speaking in the spirit, by the way. Just of course the hell that we of course catch. All right, doing this work. So brothers, don't be of course um, discouraged when there's other forces outside. When you currently trying to get things done. All right. When you trying to get things done, just get it done to the best of your ability. Don't put off this work. All right. They'll be judged and such. House could be cursed. So let's go to I said I was gonna go to that's gonna be First Maccabees. I believe 3:48, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. This is First Maccabees 3:48. All right. This is First Maccabees 3:48, and it reads, "And laid open the book of the law, and wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images." All right. So the so-called white men, of course, which are the heathen. All right. They are the most profane of all their nations. They are disgusting, detestable, the lowest, the base of all men. All right, the so-called white man, Esau, Edom. All right, and they of course painted themselves as you would say, in this case, Cesare Borgia being the son of the Most High, which is this is blasphemy. All right, this is slander. All right, okay. Uh, this is going to be Mark. Let me see, Slocky. Let me see. Let me get the Matthews. Matthews. Let me quickly get it real quick. This is Matthews 12 and 31. All right, Matthews 12 and 31. And it reads, "Wherefore I say unto you, all matter of sin and blasphemy shall be forgiven unto men, but the blasphemy against the Holy Spirit shall not be forgiven unto men." All right, in which this so-called white man, even though they are not under the law, but they picked up the book. All right, they picked up the book onto themselves, and they gonna get destroyed. Their whole race gonna get destroyed after 1,000 years when they go into slavery. All right, and currently they're being revealed by the true men of Yahweh Shem Shai, the men of the Lord. All right. Blasphemy, we go into that word blasphema. All right, from the Greek. All right, and it reads slander. All right, speech injurious to another's good name. All right. All right, so injurious. All right, reproachful speech. And you go into this, I mean, all of this is it's abomination. It's detestable. To put up a demonic, wicked image of the Lord. All right, because we clearly know that the Lord. If you some of y'all don't know, all right, the Lord was a dark skinned man, in which in the past I remember, of course, they had, of course, many have used to say it that they would that the Lord was dark skinned. Some say, of course, that because he came from the Middle East. I mean, people is it's stupid. All right, because just because you're born in a region, that doesn't mean that has effect on your like meaning that you automatically gonna be you automatically dark skinned. All right, you know it's crazy. I only go by the scriptures. All right, the true men of the Lord only go by the scriptures. All right, simple as that. All right, so we're gonna go into go to the image of the Lord. All right, real quick, just to quickly go through it. All right, and as I was gonna go a little bit deeper into that word slander or blasphemy and such. All right, um, you got from the 13th century state impaired reputation. All right, disgrace or dishonor. 1300, a false tale, the fabrication and this dissemination, all right, of false tales. All right. All right, so which this is all a false tale, the so-called white man that the so-called white men have done. All right, put that the Lord is looks like this. All right, the Lord doesn't look like this. All right, being sold for 450 million. All right, I mean this is ridiculous. All right, it goes to a chronological I believe chronological timeline of it, what it's worth. Okay, possibly of the the timeline of who bought it, etc., etc. I mean, you could read the article on your own. That's really the highlight, though. I'm gonna continue to read it. It was once Charles the First Royals collection was sold for just 45. I'm not sure if that's a pound note or a quid or whatever, but it says in the 1950s when it was mistaken for a copy. All right, it says the 26 inch tall painting dates around 1500 when the so-called white man, of course, came, of course, back into power. All right, and put up all these images. All right, and shows Christ. All right, which this is not Hamashiach. This is not Yahweh Shai. This is a devil. It's a so-called white man. All right. It says dressed in a Renaissance style robes. All right, which we gonna cut all of this. It says the paintings were sold again in 1958 and acquired in 2005 by a consortium of art dealers who paid less than 10,000. The artwork, which by name has been badly damaged and partly painted over, was restored by the art dealers. They documented its authenticity as a work of Leonardo. All right, so this image was sold for 45 million, 40 well 500 $450 million, and it's a false image. All right, like it's ridiculous. All right, so let's quickly go into the image of the Lord quickly. This is Revelations 1. Let me just go into the quick nav real quick. Revelations 1. We'll get, of course, I believe Daniel's 10 and 5. Quickly get some other scriptures as well. This is Revelations 1 and 1. The revelation of Hamashiach, of Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, because the true name of the Lord is not Jesus. Jesus, of course, came about. The letter J, the letter J came about in the late I believe 1600s, if I'm not mistaken. All right. Before prior, it didn't exist. All right. In the King James 1611 Bible, you're not gonna see no J's, you'll see I's. All right. It says and plus, the Lord was a Hebrew. He sprang out of Judah. All right. He had a Hebrew name. His name was Yahweh Shai, which means he the deliverer. All right. And he came, of course, to deliver the Israelites, the elect. All right. On this side. All right. Which ultimately the whole nation of Yasharahla will be delivered. Or will, of course, receive, you say, salvation, being in the kingdom and such. All right. But, on this side, 2/3 going to be destroyed. All right. They refuse to hearken. They refuse, of course, to praise and glorify and worship this false image, because the so-called white man is their God on this side. All right, which God means power. All right, it says which Most High gave unto him, says John the Revelator, to show unto his servants things that which must shortly come to pass. All right, and he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John. All right, which we're servants of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the prophets. All right. Quickly into this. All right, so this is a revealing of Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, who y'all are call Jesus Christ. All right. It says this is Revelations 1:13. In the midst of 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed in a garment down to the foot, and the girt of the paps with the golden girdle. The Lord was a man of war. He didn't, of course, wear any such garments such as this. This is ridiculous. All right, this isn't the attire of a Hebrew Israelite. All right. This is absurd too, by the way. I mean, I woke up you say around um it's like midnight and such, and then I mean you got, of course, got these demons done hopped on these Benjamites here. Banyamyan. All right. This current hellish situation I'm in. And I mean they up. I mean I woke up specifically to do this work, all right, so that I can have silence, and I can't even have that. But that's the stat of the prophets, all right. They gotta catch hell, but we I'll be in a better situation. All right. It goes on, it says his head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow. Has the wisdom, all right. Woolly hair only matter people who have, of course, the people who have woolly hair is the Negro, all right. And his eyes were as a flame of fire, all right. Drank a lot of wine and such, all right. And it says, and his feet were like unto fine brass, as they burnt in the furnace. He had dark skin, and his voice as the sound of many waters. He was an austere man. He spoke with authority. All right. So let's go now to Daniel's. That'd be 10 and 5. All right. Daniel's 10. I'll just go to that. It's Daniel's 10 and 5. It reads, then I lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man and clothed in linen, whose loins were girded in, with fine gold of upas. All right. His body was like the beryl. All right. And it says, in his face is the appearance of lightning. All right. So it's like if we go into that word, Hebrew word is what's that? That right there. What's that? The Rasha Yah. Mistaken with the pronunciation. Let's move on to that word burl. Slack it. It's going into his garment color. She slack it one moment. Damn, these dudes just really killing it, man. It's just folly, man. It's just folly. It don't make no sense, man. It really don't make sense. I mean, it makes sense. You got these damn demons, all right. Hopping on these people, all right. You got Burl, that's green, basically, if I'm not mistaken. It's all Yahweh Shai's garment and such. I'm not mistaken, all right. It's going into that color, So, I mean, you see this image, it's contrary to what the scriptures say. All right, that's the point. All right. Let's go back to it. It says, and his eyes were like a lamps of fires, and his arms and his feet were like the color to polished brass. All right, dark skin, and voice, and the voice of his words were like the sound of voice of a multitude. All right, and baritone or deep voice and such, spoke with authority. All right, and that's Yahweh Shai. All right, which Colossians, First Colossians 1:15. I don't know if I read it already. It said, but I'm gonna just for the sake of time, I'm gonna go do it. It says, "Who?" This is First Colossians 1:15. Who is the image of the invisible power, which Yahweh Shai looks like, of course, Yahweh. All right, split an image. All right, I believe, roughly paraphrasing, the Lord said, "If you've seen me, you've seen the Father." All right. Uh, Going on, it says, the firstborn of every creature, which that was, of course, Yahweh's first, his only begotten son, which is the first spirit, all right, in which all spirits, all right, was then later created by Yahweh Shai. All right, he created the Alahayim, and the Alahayim, which with Yahweh Shai, they then created everything else. But anyway, just for the sake of time, well, really, I done really got through the lesson, but also I want to get away from this folly. All right, that's being going on in this current situation I'm in. All right, ambient noise. This is ridiculous, but it is what it is, man. Psalm 63:11, it reads, um, but the king shall rejoice in the Most High, showing one. That's like it says, everyone that sweareth by him shall glory, but the mouth of them that speak lies shall be stopped. And these damn devils, they speak nothing but lies. Which they put up these images, they sell them for all the type of money. All right, well, millions of dollars, and it's hung up as if it's anything of the truth, which is nothing but blaspheme the Yahweh Shem Rashai. All right, okay, and these devils will be, of course, they will be dealt with. Yahweh Shem Rashai will put a stop to this. All right, the true image of Yahweh Shem Rashai. All right, will of course be glorying. All right. And Yahweh Shai, when y'all damn devils see Yahweh Shai and the angels, which are dark skin, all right, when y'all see them come back, all right, it's gonna be, well, we see, of course, chariots all the time, but when you see Yahweh Shai come back, it's gonna be glorious. All right, with that, I'm gonna say, call halal Yahweh Shem Shai, all praise to the Most High, the Son, Shalom. All right, hopefully y'all was edified. All right, stay up, and don't be believing in these false images. All right. You Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, the Americans. The heathen, they can keep doing whatever they're doing. They're going to get destroyed anyway. But you Negroes, Latinos, the Americans need to take heed. All right, Shalom.